MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto and Tire Rack.
"20 years ago in America, imported car and truck penetration was just beginning. Imported cars accounted for barely a tenth of the whole, and imported trucks were almost too few to count. At the beginning of the 1970 model year, Detroit's Big Four were still firmly in control. Now it's time for the 90 models, and the Big Four includes only 3 companies that call Detroit home. The fourth takes its marching orders from a headquarters half a world away. Last year, Toyota sold over 900,000 cars and trucks here, accounting for 6% of the market, a fortune they intend to improve upon for 1990. Toyota plans a very staggered launch of its 1990 models, with all its considerable strength this fall focused on the 5th generation and 20th year of the Celica Sports Coupe. The latest design is a far cry from the original rear-drive 1971 Celica ST. While there is still a Celica ST for 1990, it is now the entry-level car. The GT is next up the line, followed by the high-performance GTS and turbocharged All-Trac. There are a pair of body styles, liftback and coupe, with 2 variations on styling. The ST and GT get by with sleek overall lines and trim fenders, while the more aggressive GTS and All-Trac let their fenders bulge. Aside from aerodynamic outside mirrors, the Celica ST Coupe comes off as the cleanest looking of the group. Thin intake slots run across the front fascia, just below the pop-up headlamps. The interior is equally free of frills. An airbag is housed in the adjustable steering wheel. For the first time, the ST gets 16-valve power. The 1.6-liter twin cam unit puts out a respectable 103 horsepower to the front wheels. Want more Celica for not a lot more money? Then step up to the GT. Available in both body styles, its biggest exterior additions are larger tires and optional aluminum wheels. They're meant to handle the GT's extra power from a new 2.2-liter 16-valve motor with 130 horses and a torque rating of 140. While 90% of all Celicas are ST or GT models, the sheet metal and interior of the new Celica line really comes alive in the GTS. The wide-track liftback includes a deck spoiler with integrated stop lamp. The oval-shaped cabin has plenty of both sporting and luxury intentions. The Celica GTS dash is clean with large analog gauges, and heat and vent controls are located close to the steering wheel. Toyota's new 220-watt System 10 cassette CD stereo has speakers mounted on almost every visible surface. Styling touches that denote the 4-wheel drive Celica All-Trac include a pair of hood louvers and a large functioning hood scoop. Wheels are a full 15 inches in diameter. Both horsepower and torque are measured at 200, with 0 to 60 capability in 7.3 seconds. The grounds around the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina, provided the motoring press with wonderful photo opportunities. But it was a day at the Charlotte Motor Speedway that really showed what the 1990 Celicas can do. While the bodies are new, the Celica chassis is mostly the same as last year. That means independent struts at all corners and variable assist power steering. As you'd expect, the level of handling power increases through the Celica line as the tire and engine size increases. Though the Celicas are too heavy to be called nimble, cornering ability is high. The 2.2-liter engine in the GT and GTS proved the most versatile of the 3 engines. The ST and GT use drum brakes at the rear, while the GTS and All-Trac use all-disc with anti-lock an option. While the slickly styled and well-engineered Celicas are big news, there is more to Toyota's 1990 plans. The EconoSport Corolla GTS gets a 13% boost in power and door-mounted passive restraint belts. As for Toyota pickup trucks, all 2-wheel drive models are now available with rear anti-lock brakes. ABS is also offered on the 4Runner, introduced only last spring. Next spring, a trio of new products arrive, including the replacement for the MR2 sports car and this aerodynamic front-drive minivan. Toyota plans to introduce a heavily reworked Land Cruiser utility wagon at the same time. This year, as in every year in recent memory, there is a lot going on with Toyota. More cars, better trucks, plus a few surprises for those who seek out the Toyota brand in 1990.